pick. This is Joe Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, Kerr. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Kerr, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll run here with Akers. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Akers again. That he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Makes the score Bills 7, Giants 0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Kerr. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 15.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed. And on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play here for Buffalo.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Hughes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On first down, Kerr. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on second down, Kerr going deep here for Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the gun, Kerr. And Harris has got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jacob Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over a 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
To throw is Hughes on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Hughes. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw again. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hughes dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Kerr.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Kerr. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Here's Hughes throwing on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hughes. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Hughes forced out to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kerr. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Kerr. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers.
And some space here. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Buffalo.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st down, Akers. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cam Akers, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down. Kerr. This one caught by Isabella. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on second down. Kerr. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Bills' 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Kerr. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Kerr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Kerr. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
Touchdown, Giants! Jacob Harris with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Hughes throwing again. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Hughes now to throw on 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting
all the way in, touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this ball game here, the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Hughes. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hughes.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Hughes. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Armstrong. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Hughes. And that will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Running room at the 50. Look out. 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Giants. They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately. Not down at all. No heads down after giving up the lead and coming right back at them. And a special team score, that's like gold in a coach's manual.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hughes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Odafe Oweh in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw on second down, Kerr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. It's brought in by Harris.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Mixon.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it complete to Harris.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and 2, Kerr. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Hughes. He's going to let it fly.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hughes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.